Student, last lecture we had all discussed about the various components which are present into the chromosome. You all remember that we had discussed about the basic structure, and in the basic structure we have learned one important part, that is the centromere. So today we all will learn the types of chromosome. Now types of chromosome on the basis of the presence of the centromere, how the chromosomes are divided, that we all are going to discuss in this particular lecture. Now, what is the centromere, students? I told you centromere is the constricted region which is present into the chromosome. Now, this region or this particular part, centromere, this is dividing chromosome into the two arms, the longer arms. See, student, you always need to remember longer arm is the Q arm and the shorter arm is the P arm. When we talk about the role of the centromere, centromere plays a very very important role at the time of the cell division. So how these chromosomes are divided on the basis of the presence of the centromere, the chromosomal arm, which is or you can say the centromere, which is present at the terminal end, so that particular time the chromosome will be called as the telocentric. Understood? I told you about the telomere also. Telomere are the end packaging of the centromere. Yes, you all remember. So this telocentric chromosome, and in that case, you will observe that the centromere is present exactly at of the one arm, and this telocentric chromosome will produce only one arm. Short arm will be eliminated. No short arm will be present in such type of chromosome, and only long arm will be there. But such type of chromosomes are very rare, children. It is found in certain plants and protozoans. Some protozoans which are present as a living symbiont in the digestive tract of termite, they show such type of chromosome. Now children, when the anaphase will occur, now see, at the metaphase I told you that the chromosome, they show their exact length and the shape, but when the anaphase happen, that time the separation of the chromosome occurs, right? So at the time of the anaphase, this chromosome will appear as the eye shape, but in the case of the human, such type of the chromosomes are absent. Then second category or the second type of the centromere based classification of the chromosome is the acrocentric. At the acrocentric chromosome, these are the chromosome in which the centromere is almost near one of the end. So this will result two arms. One will be the Q arm, and as usual the long arm will be the Q arm, and a small little bit nod like short arm you will observe, children, and this short arm is the your P arm. When we talk about the centromere, so you can say the centromere position is subterminal position. See children, this type of MCQ can be asked. Subterminal position centromere are present in dash type of chromosome. So you should remember the subterminal position is present in the case of the acrocentric chromosome. Understood? Now this acrocentric chromosome will take J shape at the time of the anaphase. Now, in the case of grasshopper, interestingly, all their chromosomes are acrocentric. But in the case of human also, the acrocentric chromosomes are present. The main sex chromosome Y, which decides the sex in the case of the human, because see children, X is the by default chromosome present, but Y, if it is present, the sex of the chromosome will be the, or you can say the gender will be male. So this Y chromosome are acrocentric type. Along with that, humans 13, 14, 15, 21, and 22 chromosomes are acrocentric. I repeat so that you can remember: chromosome number 13, 14, 15, 21, and 22. plus your Y chromosome. These are acrocentric in the case of human. And another species, that is grasshopper, they have all their chromosome as the acrocentric. Now next type of the chromosome, that is your submetacentric. I don't know why this type of customization has happened in my slide. Now another category is your submetacentric. Now name itself is suggesting submetacentric. That means chromosome is bit away from the center. So in this case, your centromere is located some distance away from the middle region. Understood? And this reason is that chromosomes are called as submetacentric. Now this will also produce means improper arm length. That is, one arm will be the short arm, another arm is going to be the long arm. Short arm, P arm, long arm, Q arm. Now, at the time of the anaphase, this type of chromosome will appear L shape, and in the case of human, chromosome number 2, 4, 5, 9, 10, 12. I repeat, 2, 4, 5, 9, 10, 12. All these chromosomes are submetacentric. Understood? Now, the last type is your metacentric. In the case of the metacentric chromosome, the centromere will be present exactly at the middle position. So that is going to generate the two equal arm, and at the time of the anaphase, it is going to show the V shape. All the chromosome of Trillium and Tradescantia species, they are metacentric, but in the case of the human, our X chromosome, the female chromosome, is your metacentric chromosome. Along with that, we have chromosome number 1, 3, 6, 7, 8. These are our metacentric metacentric chromosome. So students, once again we will revise what we all need to remember. We need to remember the position of the centromere. So we'll start ulta. We will start from metacentric. In the case of the metacentric, the chromosome present, the centromere present and at the center. In the case of the submetacentric, distance away from the middle region. Acrocentric, near one end. Telocentric, at one end. See, near or at, there is a difference. Okay, and when we talk about their shape into the anaphase, so your metacentric chromosome will appear V-shaped in your anaphase. Submetacentric, they will appear as L shape. Your acrocentric will appear as the J shape, and your telocentric will appear as the I shape. Understood? Now, human chromosome will see, and in the case of the metacentric, your X 1, 3, 6, 7, 8. These are the chromosomes which are metacentric. Along with that, Trillium and Tradescantia, these are the species which also shows the all chromosome as the metacentric chromosome. When we talk about the submetacentric chromosome, the humans 2, 4, 5, 9, 10, 12. These are the chromosomes which are submetacentric. But when we talk about the acrocentric, so your Y chromosome and 13, 14, 15, 21, 22. These are the chromosomes which are acrocentric. Telocentric chromosomes are not present in the case of the human. Now, on the basis of number of chromosome present, number of centromere present, they are divided or they are classified as monocentric. That means the human or whatever species are there, they have one number of centromere. Understood? So generally all the chromosomes, they are monocentric only. Dicentric, that means more than one centromeres are present. Example is the wheat. In the case of the wheat, more than one centromere, that is two centromeres are present. Polycentric means many centromeres are present. So the species, those who will have a very long chromosome like Ascaris, so they show this polycentric chromosome. acentric chromosome, that means centromere is absent. Such type of chromosomes are formed because of problem into the division, that is inversion and all, but they, due to lack of the centromere, thus this type of chromosome fails to survive and fails to divide, and such category is not present in any type of the species. But the chromosome which lacks the centromere are known as the acentric. So monocentric, one centromere; dicentric, two centromere; polycentric, many centromeres; acentric, no centromere. Example of monocentric is all chromosomes in general; dicentric, wheat; polycentric, ascaris. So this is about the classification of the chromosome on the basis of number, or you can say the situation of the centromere.